Good morning to my no viewers. That's okay. We're gonna proceed. Alright. I think we'll go for this one. I hope this works out. Alright, I'm using. Wow, I think you should look at this. You see this? This is how old this paint is. It is all dried up and crusty. But it's okay, we're gonna bring it back. Yucky. Alright, we want to revive this paint, but we don't want to. It's kind of like cottage cheese right now. One viewer. Who is that? Good morning, good morning. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to bring back this 15-year-old paint. Ancient campaigns. Hello, friend. Watch as I'm painting a bunch of Thousand Suns myself. Oh yeah, how's the trim work going? Let's see. Oh man. I really like this rich evergreen color, but it's a pain reviving this paint. Ooh, it's so goopy. Alright, I think that's okay. Eee, yucky, 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 yucky. Not mine, for a friend who handed me about $150 worth of paint to do them, so I'm happily doing it. Alright. It's good to get other people to bankroll your hobbies. Oh goodness. I don't know. That looked kind of thick. Alright, we're going to try and go a little easy here because this is. We're going to need a couple coats on this. I said let me do this green. Don't mind me. I got to put this. I'm going to scooch up. I got to put like my spotlight right in front of my face. Hope I don't lose my power because we got a little storm coming. Well, ancient friend, since you was painting, I'm not gonna ask you too many questions. That way you don't have to put your paints down and type. Okay. Come on now. This would be a lot easier if my new glasses had come in yet. I've actually been working on this for like an hour already because I was trying to get to a certain point before the stream started, so I wasn't like goofing off too much or doing the boring stuff like touch-ups. Oh, this is thick, man. We need some more water. That's better. We grinding, but when we get this thing done, oh, honey, it's gonna look. I'm gonna be proud of it. And then when I'm done, it's probably gonna end up in a box. But it's not about the outcome; it's about the journey, or so I'm told. See, because we got this hurricane coming, or storm, whatever it is. We actually got the day off of work tomorrow, which almost never happens because we could have nukes falling, and my boss will still be like, nope, we're gonna be open. So anyway, if I got power, I'm going to be doing some painting tomorrow, probably. So I mentioned this before. I kind of have like self-imposed deadlines. That way I don't spend too much time. Otherwise, I'll work on a mini for a whole month. Oh, hello, Texas friend. You guys dodged the bullet this time, and it's me who's going to be swimming tomorrow, huh? Oh, I'm staying on camera. What do you say? Good evening, sir. Hello, Taco friend. Isn't it super like early where you are? Taco Sunrise. That would be your username, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got kind of like indeterminate lines here. I gotta make my own lines. Uh. Oh. Well, look at that. Well, let's thicken this up a little bit. This dark green takes a couple coats, but it's pretty rich. East Coast, bro. I might be a train on Twitter. Okay, well, good to know. Are you going to be getting any rain tomorrow or today? This green looks so ugly until you get like 3 coats on there. I don't know if you can see that. You see that? Yeah, all week here. Yeah, like I was just saying, my boss gave us tomorrow off. It's because it's not even really about the hurricane, it's a liability, I'm sure, because if you got high winds and we live on a bunch of islands, and if your workers are getting a car accident because of high winds on a bridge or something, well, guess who's liable? I probably shouldn't be so nonchalant about tropical storms, because in the last 10 years, I've had like 2 trees fall on my property. But whatever. That's what happens when you live in the South. You get used to it, I suppose. Boy, this requires like hyper focus. Uh-oh. I heard a stick done hit my roof, giving me flashbacks from last year. So, in case you weren't following me, well, that's not bad. So it dries really dark. You see that? It dries really dark, and that'll just help the this lime green highlight really pop. I do that on all the my Space Marines here. We might come back on that one there. But anyway, what was I saying? It will buff. It always buffs out. Well, it's a new roof from last year. So let's see. If anybody remembers Hurricane Matthew, I had a live oak fall across my front yard. Missed my house by, I think, about 8 feet. Which was good, but also bad because it didn't hit the house. So insurance would not pay for the tree removal. But, you know, and the whole town needs trees removed. The tree guys are going to gouge people. They know you need it. So, you know, a $2,000 job becomes $5,000. So, me and I don't even know what he is. It's like a third cousin of me. I don't know. Anyway, he was staying, and he helped me. It took us about a month to get most of like the finicky work done. Branch removal, stuff like that. Get that out the way. And then by the time, about a month later, a guy that I know who's in the tree business, he came in. He cut it up just small enough that he could push the chunks of this massive live oak, like, what's it called? Diameter. The diameter of this tree was pushing 5 feet. 5 feet wide, this tree. And they cut it up just small enough that they could push it with a bobcat to the side of the road, and a FEMA crane truck came to pick up the debris. The crane wasn't big enough. So a couple days later they came back with a bigger crane. This one wasn't big enough. So then like 2 weeks later they come back with a bigger one, and finally they were able to get this tree out of my yard. So that was Matthew. And then last year, Edora, whatever I don't know what the name was. But anyway, we got the day off of work. We went home early from work, and my kid is at my mom's house, and the wife was out of town at the time. So I'm in the house taking a nap. All of a sudden, I'm awoken by a loud sound, ka-donk, like that. I woke up. What happened? I thought I dreamt the noise, so I listened for a minute. Anything else? So I went back to sleep. 2 hours later, something like that. I don't know. I wake up, nice nap, nice and well rested. It's raining. I open my door, go out into the living room. There's plaster all over the floor. So what the heck? Look over, and there's a rafter sticking through my ceiling in the living room, right where I stand to fold clothes. So if I had been doing laundry when that thing came through the roof, I would have been lobotomized. So anyway, a tree from the backyard fell across the house, and that's what that noise was. And that was the start of a 1 month long nightmare. Because luckily, the house, it didn't get really wet because most of the rain missed us. But it was wild. Luckily, my next door neighbor was a roofer. And so after, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks later, a week later, I had one of the same tree guy that I know came and got the tree off the house. And then the roofing guys came and started working. They pulled kittens out of the roof too, by the way. The kittens had climbed up a tree. The tree. And were living in the attic for a couple days. So I had a couple kittens to take care of until the mom came back around. But surely it won't happen again, right? Right, guys? Okay. Green, dark green. You crushed some weights like planned over the weekend? I did. Did I go both days? I can't remember. Did I go? I can't remember if I went Saturday, but I went Sunday, and I did the full body, and I really wanted, when you're not feeling it, but you're like, well, I already drove over here, you idiot. So obviously, you should do the best you can. But I always try and do, the 4 big ones: abs, squats, chest press, and one of the back machines. But man, when I'm on the squats, that's when that little small voice in the back of your brain is like, hey man, you've been working real hard, you can just go home early. And I gotta fight it back. Nah, I came here to get swole up. I think everybody's been there. I'm sure doing the elliptical at 15 for 30 minutes contributes to that, but my time is short, so I gotta maximize the gains, Wipe off a little green that got on the gold. Okay, let's see. This acrylic wash is a big pain, but it has good vibrancy. When I was in college, I think this thing was like $100 for this pack of paint that it came in. Am I mumbling? I got headphones in, so it's kind of hard to hear how I sound. Suppress that voice with more pre-workout. Just take a couple shots of tequila before I head into the gym. There's my pre-workout. Alright. I think that's starting to look okay. Alright, so we'll move on. I wanted to do the green before I did the white for the wings. Let's work on these side bits. Oh, that's a lot. Because there's this here and then there's that. That's a lot. So we'll finish the top first. We'll try and stay in order. Ooh. What do you got? What's everybody doing? Ancient Campaign says he's painting. He's painting Thousand Suns. He's pretty brave, isn't he? Maximum focus. Well, this might, maybe this could have been gold, but I didn't want to go overboard on the gold. Texas friend. NVIDIA. I'm kidding, I'm not gonna. Man, how about that day today? I was so excited last night. I had trouble sleeping. If nobody's seen The Big Short, I very highly recommend that you guys watch that, because a lot of the market mechanics that they talk about in that movie is still relevant today. Am I still in here? So I'm trying to be on here. Trying to be extra careful because touch-ups in this spot will be a gigantic pain. There's a guy on Twitter. He said he tuned into the stream and he said that I sounded exactly like he imagined I would. Which is very interesting because I usually get the opposite. Oh, goodness. So how about it? Do I sound like how you thought I would sound? I type oimade all the time. A lot of people are surprised that I'm not like British or Australian. Gosh, like the level of focus this requires. Unbelievable. I'll move that water. Goodness. Oh my goodness. How am I going to get that in there? Can I do it? I think I'm just going to put some shading in there and act like I don't see that. Don't gob up the paint, boys. My thing is I get impatient because I want to be done or something, and I just I'll start gobbing paint on, and I know I shouldn't. And then we make a fudgy from gobbing up paint. And I just found a spot that needs to get touched up later. Oh, that's no good. We need more pigment in there. Why do I always pick the hardest models to work on? That was thunder. just one little piece, but here we are. No! Dang. Alright, well, that's just going to have to get touched up. So, whatever. Not a problem. What, kind of weird for me to sit here in silence while there's people watching. What do y'all want me to talk about? I think we can do it here. Let's see. Ooh, it's raining. I think that's alright. Gosh. Space Shark, your model looks so clean. Bro, you know what kind of a focus it takes to get a model looking clean? Next project. This is my thing is I am always overly ambitious. It's like I ordered a bunch of prints from damned Primark from his printing company. So I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to work on. It's going to be my summer project. So the project was the first company of my homebrew. And I have Terminators and Dark Angel's Blade Guard I was going to print up, or paint up. So I have them. I haven't done any Blade Guard. I think I might do Blade Guard first. I don't know. I'll see what I feel like. But for the Terminators, at least, my goal is to do like a squad, maybe the basic squad from the Leviathan box. And the goal was to have them done in a week. And I feel like that's kind of manageable. Like if you do like one color per day, something like that. Actually, interesting news. I uploaded a bunch of Station Forge Krieg to the STL database, and I have a bunch of Tyranids I also need to upload. If that's something you guys want, it's there. Free to all the friends. Oh goodness, I just now saw this. Had some more water. It's one of my bugaboos is finding like blank spaces where I forgot to get coverage. Alright, nobody's going to look there. I'm not going to obsess over these details. I'm really limited by time and space. I guess like everybody else, but like I had a guy offer to print me a full-sized, well not full-size, but print me a 40K scale Titan And I was like, bro, that is unbelievably generous of you. However, I don't have anywhere to put it. And my wife comes back from a trip and sees this 4 foot tall Titan. I'm gonna be in trouble. So maybe if this housing market will hurry up and crash, and we can get a bigger place, then maybe that's in the cards there. All right, I think that's good coverage. All right, add some water to this. Have death. I think they do have riders. If I remember right, there was a cavalry zip. Whoa. What's Mr. Campaign say? Decided to base coat some more of these things. Looked outside, realized it's 1935. 7:35? Where you at? Where you at that you don't have the right time? Because it's 8:35 here. Do you live in the ocean? I don't know if I told you guys, they had a second shark attack in a week in my hometown. And it wasn't me, I was home. Nice smooth line. Ah, what a pretty evergreen. Anybody else gush over colors? Look, that's gonna be real pretty. I think we'll try and dry brush that lime green. I don't think I'm gonna have time to do that tonight. I might do it tomorrow. But like, I want this tank to be done by next Monday. I have like these weapons over here, but you know, that shouldn't take long. Well, I say that, but I'm thinking I might magnetize the twin-linked heavy bolter. Shouldn't take long. Spend 3 more weeks on it. I live in Florida. Shark attacks are common, and we call them Tuesday wrestling matches. You know, Shark Attack of the World is New Smyrna Beach. Pretty sure that's right. And last time we went to Florida, we went to Jacksonville for like a little weekend trip. And I was like, I want to stop by New Smyrna Beach, just and stick my feet in the water, and just be like, I survived the deadliest beach. But we ran out of time. See, my buddy, my in real life BFFF, just moved from Florida back to our hometown. He was outside Orlando, and he worked for Wells Fargo, and he tells us about all the lunatics that come in there. Can't tell you most of these stories on here because it's Twitch. I just qualified for affiliate status. I don't really know what that means, but I assume it's good. Hmm. You see what I'm saying? Look at that. What a pretty evergreen color that is. You guys, let's see if I can get it. Do you guys paint with Citadel or Army painter? What do you guys use to paint with? Army painters, Vallejo. I've never used Vallejo, and I'm mad at Games Workshop. But at least for most of the stuff, I'm kind of stuck in using Citadel because I want to make sure that the color is exactly right for uniformity. But when it comes to primers and stuff, I am on the market. Barrel Forest. Hi, friend. That's Alex. Oh, I done. Oh, that line not straight. We gotta fix that. Gotta think about straight lines. Oh man, look at that. Oh, a little blue there. I don't like that. Make sure we get it all. And that's beautiful. Alright, let's see. Hello, shark friend. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate, it's a big ask, man, asking, people to come and watch me ramble and slap paint on something. So I appreciate everybody that stops by. Because, I'm not even good. And I'm exceptionally retarded. So consider this a charity, coming and hanging out with me. So, Alex, how's Canada? Oy. Dropper bottles. Yeah, I have some. What is it? Some D&D paint somebody gave me. It's got dropper bottles. That's pretty cool. The paint is so-so, but the bottles are useful. Hmm. If y'all hear a roaring sound, it is rain. I assure you it is not a tornado. Well, yeah, that's rain. I had to check for a second. Ooh, a dumpster fire as per usual. Well, at least the fire will keep you warm up there. Speaking of warm, Well, no, not speaking of warm. That has nothing to do with what I was about to say. So I downloaded a movie called Under Paris. I think that's what it's called. It's a Netflix shark movie. I don't know what it's about. It's a French movie, and there's sharks in Paris. I don't know what the storyline involves. But anyway, I won't watch that tonight. Well, who knows? I might sit here all damn night painting this thing. Man, I think that's gonna really pop with the white from the wings next to it. You know, a lot of people might not know this, but I actually have an art school background. Even though I work in finance now. So I'm always just trying to, like, you know, how would this color look next to this color? Think about the composition of the piece. So, I'll talk about myself, I guess. I went to art school because my parents were like, well, not my parents, my mom was like, oh, you do whatever you want to do. Do. I was like, okay. I went to art school, majored in illustration. I graduated just in time to get screwed by the great financial crisis in '08. And there was no jobs. So a lot of my classmates moved to California, or they went to get a master's degree in cartooning or whatever silly nonsense. And I said, I want to go overseas, I guess, for a bit. My brother's in the Navy, and I always looked up to him, and he's having a good time. I mean, yeah, he's in the military and everything, but he travels around all over the place. So anyway, I wanted to kind of be like him, but I didn't want to go into service. So I looked into teaching English overseas. And I got my teaching certificate, and then went to China where there was a lady who I'd been talking to for a while. So I was over there having a pretty good time, and meanwhile a bunch of my classmates, especially the ones that live in California, are like eating dog food. It's pretty crazy how things shook out, because there's a guy I went to, he's actually a grad student, but he moved to California. He actually sold a cartoon that he did to Netflix, and they made a cartoon off of it. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like, it had that kind of cringe modern American cartoon style, but he got a payday out of it. And like 5 months after that big payday, he's back to eating dog food again. That's how expensive it is in LA. And is Alex still here? Imagine if it's just sharks in the Paris catacombs. That's what I had thought it would be, so I have to watch it. Sharknado French baguette style. Is Alex still here? Alex. I don't want to dox you. Should I just say your name? Forrest. Couldn't pay me to live in California. I've been to California 3 times, like to actually like visit, because my aunt lived out there, and I hated it every time. The people were smart asses. Stuff is expensive. Even then, it was dirty. And this was, 15 years ago or more. Just didn't enjoy it. But I liked San Jose. Of course, the ethnic neighborhoods were cool. I mean, if you've never been anywhere, I had never been anywhere at that time, so I was walking around like, little Tokyo, like, whoa, it's just like Japan. Nothing to base it off of, but. Oh, yeah. Kiddo woke up, so I'm multitasking. Oh, sorry. Well, you know how you were dealing with that, was it the artist who wanted, they were complaining they didn't have money but then refused to take work? That exact same thing happened to a classmate of mine. Oh, except, like, I offered her work because I saw that she was having hard times. And then she refused my job offer, because I was a Trump guy. This is like 3 years ago. And I was like, Elmau, okay. Like, how insane is that? So anyway, I was like, alright. I unfriended her, whatever. You won't take my money, well, why am I your friend? And then, I guess we'll just paint that. A couple days later, she messaged me, hey, do you still need that work? And I said, hell no, I don't need that work. I contracted out a Russian who's going to do the same work for a quarter of the price I asked you for. Yeah, can you imagine turning down work like that? Like, that shit would never even occur to me. Sorry, am I staying on camera? I want to see how this gold is going to look. I'm going to have to layer this up a bunch, I already know. Like, this requires so much laser focus. Mad respect to the people that like model this stuff, because it is just beautiful. Like in my mind's eye, I can see what it's gonna look like. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't muck it up. If you hear me doing that, it's because I'm trying to remain focused. A little more water. We're losing it. Oh. Hey, Vulcan. Sorry I'm late. Had to shovel dirt. No worries, man. No worries. This is art commission? No, this is I ordered this for my birthday. Like, this is August. Like 3 months ago. And this was actually supposed to be the first thing that I painted. But the guy I ordered it from on Etsy sent me a crappy copy. This is too watery. I'm gonna lose control of this. I don't know if you can hear it. My emergency thing is going off. Alright! What does it say? Tornado warning in this area until 9:30. Oh, maybe that rumbling I heard was a tornado. Whoops. You want to hear something crazy? Well, this is kind of personal. This is kind of dark. I don't want to be a downer. Oh, ha, not her coming back and being like, yo, offer still stands, like she didn't turn down a commission based on personal politics. I'm assuming the content or whatever it was wasn't political. No, it was just, what was it? It was character designs for a story I was working on. I mean, that would have been done in, what, a couple days, and she would have got, like, $200. But anyway, whatever. Not my problem. Ooh, it's too thick. I don't like it. Alright, yeah, I don't want to clog this detail up, so let me just be very careful here. This might not be the most riveting stuff, but this is like, I was putting this off on purpose because I knew it was going to be, this was going to have the most margin for error. Like, man, can you like pull the correct way? What time is it? Oh, I've been streaming for an hour. Oh man, time flies. I don't have work tomorrow. My kid is supposed to start school on Wednesday, but that might be up in the air with this some bitch tropical storm that's hanging out over on top of us. Oh. You alright, buddy? Alright. Let's see. Oh. Hello, Satiric Paint. Is that Vistario? Did you thin the gold paint you're using? I have been dry brushing mine on and want to compare notes. Yeah, let me finish this green up and I'll show you my gold. I was working on the Eagles today and I'm very proud of my crappy little document camera. My guy, can you close the door? I mean, I know it's just dudes in the house, but my kid is goofy, man. What was I saying? Uh-oh, I gotta be careful with the screen. We'll touch that up. What was I saying? My kid, he distracted me. And what was I saying? I haven't even been drinking yet. Oh no. You know, I'm making light of inclement weather, but you should exercise all necessary precautions because this is actually crazy. My cousin was dating a girl from a town, I don't know, about 45 minutes away. And let me see if I can remember the story right. Oh, okay, let me see. I think I remember this right. His girlfriend. Hold on. See if I can remember. Twitch notifications. What did it say? Oh. Okay. My cousin's girlfriend passed away. She had some health problems or something anyway. So she passed away. Well, and then the town where she's from had a like a once in a century tornado. And it hit her family's house. And the tornado killed all 3 people in the house, sucked their bodies up, and then dumped the bodies right in front of the cemetery where the girlfriend was buried. Like, that's creepy. So anyway, just because you don't live in Tornado Alley don't mean that you can't get annihilated by tornadoes. So please take all necessary precautions. You feel me? This was only a couple years ago too, that story. Oh my gosh, there's so much of this ivy. I didn't think it would take this long. And I gotta keep doing it because I don't want to waste this green paint. By the way, Texas friend, you asked me if this was an art commission. Are you saying I paint good enough that I could do commissions? Are you saying? That's the sweetest. That is the sweetest compliment I have ever gotten. Usually the best compliments I get is, "Hey, not bad for a retard." That's usually the best I can ask for. I think that'll do. Oh my gosh, I've been painting the whole time. Just as Starry, you asked me about gold. Alright, I don't know if you can see. Is he still here? Oh, there he is. Gold paint. That sounds like some kind of divine retribution. Yeah, I don't know what she did. I was asking if that lady who turned you down was for an art commission. Oh yeah, it was for an art commission. You should have just rolled with it. I thought that was a sweet compliment. Anyway, never mind. Whatever. My heart's not hurting or anything right now. So yeah, this is just regular gold, and I hit it with 2 coats of Reichland Flesh Shade, which is just a red shade, and then I went back over it and just highlighted the individual feathers and lines with the Retributor Armor, which is the same gold I use. And I'm going to go over it with I gotta see what I want. I have some D&D Mithril Silver paint, or I have the Runefang Steel. I'm going to just see whichever one's brighter. Probably the Runefang Steel, but I'll use a small brush just to do the highest edges. Alright. Let's see. And that still looks pretty good on the front there. I might highlight just a little bit more. Alright. Mm. Be careful, I don't put my hand on wet paint. It's like I tell my kids, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Usually. Usually. Revive this up here. Has anybody seen the movie Grandma's Boy? I've watched that movie probably about 6 times in the last 7 days. It's like, that's from like the age of movie, like before memes. People used to just quote like Anchorman, like that kind of movie at each other. I have seen Grandma's Boy. It's a lot better than I thought it'd be. There's just like just some. First of all, it's a lot better when you're drinking or if you've been smoking a little something. But there's just like parts in it. Just the delivery is funny. There's like the part at the end where the CEO guy, the dude who did the yoga and everything, he goes on like a Buddhist spiel, and then the drug dealer Dante's like, "Where do you get your weed?" And the CEO looks at him and he goes, "From you, Dante." And then Dante looks and he goes, "Oh yeah, what's up, Mr. Cheezel?" He just says it so goofy. It's very funny to me. Or maybe that was the alcohol, but it's yeah, it's just very funny to me. Anything Super Troopers, that's another one. Club Dread. There's like these like really kind of I don't want to say obscure, but like cult comedies. I tell you what, boys, I'm gonna finish this side right here, and I'm gonna take me a little breaky poo because I got to call the wife. And then hopefully tomorrow or this week I will finish this chassis. And then on Friday we will be on the weapons. And then I can be done with this thing by Monday and meet my goal. This thing was huge, by the way. It's like, when you have like a huge model, it's kind of hard to, well, where do I start on this thing? So you just got to pick somewhere and just start. Should have did this in sub-assembly, but why I didn't. I weren't thinking. That was my problem. those. I might have to do some experimentation to get the brush stroke just right. Check the chat here in just a second, bros. And the gold is so strong, it's even like shining through the green in some places. Okay, I think that's good. Alright, let's look here. Gold is strong. So what you guys think is going to happen tomorrow? You think stocks are going to go up? Or you think they're going to keep crashing? Oh, let's see what it says. I was just sober and thought it was great. Cult films are great. Rocky Horror is, of course, the greatest. That is one of the biggest built 40K tanks I've seen. Yeah, I should go get my old Land Raider out of the box and just like put it alongside this one. I mean, I haven't seen a Spartan tank in person, but I imagine it's pretty big too. It's raining. Alright, boys and lady. I think this is it for me for tonight. Or at least on camera. That's it for now. Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna use up all my varnish on this thing. Alright, well, alright guys, we're going to leave it at there for tonight. And I'll work on it some more this week and we'll pick it up Friday. Let me see this here. Oh, depends on how retarded Millie's wants to get. The answer is very. Marine Super Heavies are nice and chunky. You know, I actually have the STL for a Mastodon. See, I have no sense of predicting, so it's like I just hope for things to get to where I can afford groceries. Yeah. Speaking of groceries, related, totally not related. So, let me see it. Can you see this? So this was a Funko Pop display box that was on clearance at GameStop. And you know me, I go into GameStop once every week or so. Anyway, I said, you know what, I don't have any Funko Pops because I'm not a virgin, but I do have a bunch of Warhammer stuff. So I picked this up and put my dudes in there, and I just think it'd be cool to, so I can have them displayed, and there's like mounting brackets on the wall, or mounting brackets on the back so you can put it on the wall. But anyway, I just think it'd be cool to keep my dudes from getting dusty. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, and hopefully I'll see y'all on Friday. And if not, I'll see y'all on Twitter. Alright, you boys have a good night. I appreciate you. I will see you later.